Yo, welcome back to another edition of the Stay Off My Grass podcast. It's your boy Jeremiah back again to talk Laker basketball. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. The Lakers bring in that new year with a dub, so it's a great way to start the year off for sure. The Hornets, like I said, we should have took care of business last time we played them. Today we took care of business, and now we come out with the win. So perfect on that part. We got them back because we owed them one after they beat us in LA off some late game stuff and stuff that just shouldn't have happened. Lakers should have just took care of business and won the game. But LeBron again scores 40 points, 40 again for the second consecutive game, and then this 30 plus in 9 out of the 11. So LeBron is still carrying the team as we see. So he's going to need to do a lot more of this until AD gets back. But man, it's good to see. And I know these aren't, the best teams to beat, but the Lakers, I'm glad they're taking care of these wins right now because you need to get wins. You need to do something. You can't just roll over and punt the season. With Laker fans, we won't stand for it. So it's good to see them rolling in the right direction. And I do want to shout out Coach Ham. He went big tonight. Actually, he brought LeBron was the only forward out there. He had TB, LeBron, Troy Brown, and he went with Beverly and Schroeder. Had a little bit more length out there to start the game, which is good because, the Lakers, since we're short AD, we don't necessarily have all the length we need. But yes, Troy Brown came in the game, got a few hit some threes, went 4 for 8 from the 3-point line. So that's always good. Always good to have a shooter in there knocking down shots. And LeBron did go over from the 3, but he had 40 on dunks and layups and free throws. So don't say he don't get to the hole if he missed all 5 threes and scored 16 from other spots on the floor. So yeah, I'm not gonna go too much into that 40 piece because the game should have been over earlier in the game. The Lakers did. They were up like 20 at the start of the half, and the Hornets came back, brought it closer. But the thing is, when you do this against other teams, like you can have a lead and then give it up, then you see what happens against the Mavericks. It becomes a game that you just let slip away when you let them go for 30 in the third quarter. So I do still want to see the Lakers get better on that part. They are not holding anybody in the third quarter. Like they come out of halftime just looking sleepy and not ready to play defense, not ready to play. If you're up that by that much at the half, you shouldn't be losing the game or winning the game only by 6. So I wish they would have crushed them and beat them by 20. I thought that was the direction the game was heading, but the Hornets are a young, scrappy team. They fought to keep it close, and they fought to stay in the game. But also, I do want to shout out TB. I love how every time he get the ball, it's a dunk. Ain't no queen. He's not trying to lay nothing up. It's all dunks, and that's how it should be. And every time, no matter who's in front of him, he's trying to dunk that puppy every single time. So shout out TB on just being aggressive. Always, he got some great hands. We rarely see TB drop passes when they get it to him in his spot, and he's always ready to finish. So I love that for him. I love his, just his mindset of when I get the ball, I'm dunking it, nothing less. So shout out TB on that. Austin Reeves came out of his slump tonight for sure. He was over in his last game, didn't get a lot of minutes down the stretch tonight either. The Lakers went with Patrick Beverly, and Pat got some great defensive plays tonight. I feel like he's not as worried about missing threes now. Now he'll actually chuck it up and do something on offense. So that must be something they must be talking about behind the scenes because Pat before he was always looking a little more passive, but now I guess he has a little more confidence to try to score the ball on offense. But overall, he had a pretty good game. He was guarding LaMelo for the majority of the game, so. That's, I guess, why they had AR out the game. But it was good to see AR back, hitting shots, back playing the way he knows how to play. Great IQ, corner threes, and good, moving the basketball, staying active in the game. So it was good to see AR back tonight doing those things. We didn't see any Lonnie Walker, obviously, because of, his tailbone issue. But Lonnie will be back, hopefully go back to being the explosive guy we know. But in his absence, Juan Toscano has been getting those minutes, and he's not really like an offensive threat per se, but he holds down he holds down what he's supposed to do. He's a vet, so he knows what to do when he gets started into the game, and good for him. But like I said, real highlight tonight: LeBron scoring 40. Getting to where he wanted to get to on the floor tonight, and that's just, and I guess that's what it's going to take for us to beat all these teams. LeBron's going to have to score 40 and play some meaningful basketball. That's what he knows how to do. So, man, I'm just glad the Lakers took care of that. So our next game is Wednesday against the Heat. Now, I want to get the Heat back. We owe them a dub from what happened in Miami. We had the chance to win not to win the game. We had the chance to keep the game closer than what it was last time. But obviously down the stretch, we didn't make the right plays, went scoreless. So hopefully, with Troy Brown back in the game and back in the rotation, earning some minutes, hopefully we can see him get into the action and actually help us win that game. But I haven't been too tuned in on what the Heat have done since we last played them. But I am looking forward to that game because it's a nationally televised game. That's the ESPN primetime game. So I'm hoping that was a good one. But until then, man, next time, see y'all. Peace.